Hello, myself Santosh Kumar. Today I am going to discuss regarding the present situation of Indian economy. Okay, so as you know, pandemic that is the COVID-19 is going on. So, what is the immediate impact? What the immediate impact has been created by the COVID-19? So here just I am going to discuss some economic points or how the economic conditions of our country is continuously changing and what will be the impact in future. So as we know that GDP is the most indicator or it is the best indicator for the growth and development of any economy. As we know that all the developed countries where there is least chance for the development, in that countries the GDP growth rate is considered as up to 1 or 1.5%. But our country is a developing countries. We are fast growing countries because the most of the primary sectors peoples are moving towards the secondary or tertiary sectors. As a result, the contribution of agricultural sectors has reduced and the contribution of secondary and tertiary sectors has increased. So it indicates that our country is growing at a faster rate. But during this period, what happened and how it has affected our country, and due to that what is the conditions of Indian economy at present, now I am going to discuss regarding it. So first point I have taken India's growth in the fourth quarter FY20. FY means financial year of 2020 went down up to 3.1%. Okay, so this is the fourth quarter of financial year of 2020, which has decreased, that is the 3.1% according to the data of Ministry of Statistics. Okay, now the SBI, State Bank of India, has also researched that the GDP will decline or may contracts up to 40%, okay, in the quarter 1 FY21, means financial year of 21. This is the most important thing. So in the first quarter our GDP may decline up to 40%. So if the GDP will decrease, it means what? There is lack of employment opportunities. Output will starts to decline because average income of any country is determined, that is the total output divided by total population. So if unemployment rate is continuously rising, it means the output will starts to decline. So on that basis, I have taken that unemployment rose from 6.6% on 15th of March. So what it indicates that in the month of the March, 15th March, no doubt unemployment was increasing, but the rate was only 6.7%, which has increased at a multiple times, that is the 24% according to the data of April 2020. So that is the 19th April 2020, our unemployment has increased up to 24%. So it indicates that 4 times unemployment has increased. Next, nearly 14 crores, okay, or 140 millions people lost employment opportunities On the other hand, a number of salaries holders also faced the problem because their wages were cut for many others during the lockdown period. So it indicates that not only the unemployment but the sources of income has also reduced because their salaries were cut for many other, means a number of persons got very less salary during the lockdown period. Now come to the next point. In the same period, means during the lockdown period, it is expected to lose over 32,000 crore every day. Means the losses has occurred in a day, that is the 32,000 crore, and if it is converted into the foreign exchange, we find that nearly 4 billion of US dollar is recorded everyday loss. Next, not only this, nearly 53% of the businesses were projected to be significantly affected. So here the 53% means nearly most of the consumer goods except the FMCG goods, automobiles and other industries has badly affected. Supply chain was under the stress. This is the most important. Supply chain during that period was under stress, lack of clarity in the streamline what is an essential goods and what is not essential. So no doubt lockdown is started by the government, but before implementing the lockdown, the government should clarify that which items will come under the essential and which not will come under the essential. Now, informal sectors means unorganized sectors, okay, and daily wages are mostly found in informal sector or unorganized sectors, okay. They are under the great risk because informal sector is suffering with a financial resource. Major companies have been temporarily suspended. So major company means what? Large scale industries such as L&T, Tata Motor, Well, these are the large scale industries. These are also known as the basic industries of our country, and due to pandemic these companies has been suspended for a week or for the 15 days, and it has hampered our growth and development of the economy. Now, the Modi government has started a Startup India, means how to growth and development will take place. So it has also badly affected due to financial resources. So the government also faced the problem of revenue, and as a result the financial support has not done to the Startup India program, and due to that it has also badly affected. Next, that is the most important, which indicates that how much our country has economically affected. Stock market posted worst losses in the history on 23rd of the March 2020. Okay, so stock market overall crashed, and due to that our capital value has declined with a sharp rate. There is an agency, it is known as the CRISIL. So it has announced that the pandemic would be created worst recession in the since independence. So recessions, everybody knows that it is the situation where demand is likely to be very less. People have no purchasing power, they are unable to buy the goods, and as a result the demand starts to fall. The industry, the service sectors, and even the primary sectors also create affects the due to recession. So according to the CRISIL, that is an institution, he told that the India will face the worst recession after the independence. Next, fast moving consumer goods company reduced operation and focused on essential goods. So as we know that there are two kinds of country. One is known as the developed country, other is known as underdeveloped or developing countries. So developed country always produce comfort and luxury goods because the per capita income in these countries is very high. On the other hand, the developing and underdeveloped countries produces more and more basic and necessities goods because the per capita income is low. Fortunately, we were moving towards the fast moving consumer goods, but the pandemic compelled us to produce basic and necessities goods. That is the sign of poverty, that is the sign of decline of the GDP, that is the sign of less purchasing power of the people. So in this way we can say pandemic has badly affected our Indian economy. Okay, so overall conclusion, just I have taken in the points. So here the heading I have given, outcome of pandemic can be noticed in the following way. So first, largest GDP contraction, that is nearly -24%, which has recently came. Next, sharp rise in unemployment. So unemployment has increased in multiple, that is 24%. A stress on supply chain. So this problem has created lack of clarity on essential goods by the government. Next, decrease in the government income. So as we know that output will decrease, the revenue of the government will also decrease. Next, nearly it is collapse of the tourism industries because the aviation sector is totally shut down by the government. So there is no movement of the tourist, and overall we can say that tourism industries has totally collapsed. Collapse of the hospitality industries. So here just I want to take the education. So for the last 6 months the students are facing huge problem because all the schools, colleges, universities has already shut down by the government. So it is nearly to collapse. Next, fall in the aggregate demand. So as we know that if the unemployment will increase, automatically the people's purchasing power will starts to decline, and as a result aggregate demand has starts to decline. And this is the most important, okay, that is the huge fall in trade with China. So it not only has happened due to the pandemic, but also some clash between the China and India, and due to that our trade has fallen with a rapid speed. I think that from these points you can notice that in the year 2021-22 what will be the conditions of our country on the basis of finance, financially. Here the people has also not started to migrate from one place to another place. Due to that a vast burden has come on the primary sector, basically in agriculture sectors. No doubt some steps has been being taken by the government, but I think these steps is not suitable, because unless the money will not come in the hand of or in the packet of the general peoples, the demand can't increase. The government has given the huge package, but this package has been given to the industries only to protect that industries. So it is also essential, but our industries are capable to produce, but the people has no ability to purchase these goods. So it may create, it is not, I am not 100% sure, but I think so, it may create the unwanted stock for the large scale industries. So as much as the unwanted stock will create, automatically unemployment again may generates from the large scale industries. So it is the time to think, each and every citizens of our country, how we can protect our economy so that the economical status may increase, or may some steps should be taken by the us, so that the economical conditions of all these three sectors may some suitable may come in some suitable position. Okay, thank you everyone.